Not long ago, the president of France suddenly announced a snap legislative election. The thing is, it's 3 years early. It came after a survey showed the rising popularity of the far-right party called National Rally. Macron said the rise of nationalist leaders is dangerous for France and the European Union because they exploit emotions rather than using rational arguments. Interestingly, it's not just France experiencing a surge in far-right support. In Germany, a far-right party secured second place in the elections. In Italy, the current prime minister is a right-wing leader and keeps gaining strength. Even in the Netherlands, the political leader known for his anti-Islam stance nearly won the presidency. So, could a far-right EU really happen? The European Union has a bad history with extreme right-wing parties like the Nazi and Italy's National Fascist Party, which caused global havoc due to their racism and violence. Since World War II, the EU has tried to keep these parties unpopular, treating them like fringe parties. But now these parties are rising and becoming major forces. So how did it happen? It's thought several factors contributed to their rise. First, the immigrant crisis. Europe has become a destination for many immigrants, leading some Europeans to feel their job opportunities and culture are threatened. Far-right parties often use this issue to attract votes. Second, the rising cost of living. Many European countries are experiencing inflation, and sanctions against Russia due to the Russia-Ukraine war have driven up energy prices. This has caused discontent with governments, leading many to support opposition parties, including the far right. Third, controversial environmental policies. The EU has ambitious climate targets, but many people protest these policies, feeling they threaten their livelihoods. In France, thousands of farmers protested environmental policies as they felt the government had not provided enough support, and the far-right National Rally Party supports these farmers. Far-right parties often highlight the concerns of people who feel neglected by the government. They are also skilled at using social media, making it easy to gain support from the youth by exploiting trending issues. Okay, so the right has the momentum. But what impact does this have on Europe and the world? Experts worry that increasing support for far-right parties could weaken Europe's climate targets. As they criticize green policies from time to time, they might reduce the budget for environmental programs, making emission reduction targets harder to achieve. They might not reverse the progress, but they just might be slowing it. And on the topic of immigration, countries like Greece and Italy, which are kind of the gateway for immigrants and asylum seekers, could find it harder to get solidarity assistance from other EU countries. Far-right parties often reject this burden-sharing policy, preferring to close the doors tightly. This could limit the EU's future immigration policy. Okay, it's important to note that despite their rising popularity, the power of far-right parties in the European Parliament isn't that significant, at least not yet. It's still not easy for them to steer EU policies, and the far-right parties in Europe are still scattered, making it difficult for them to unite and create policies together. So yeah, Europe is starting to shift to the far right, although it's still far from extreme. Or is it just a matter of time?